wealthy entrepreneurs, they structure their businesses using HoldCos over OpCos. Now, a HoldCo is a holding company. It's a parent company. A OpCo is an operating company. This is the company that's doing business with the general public, selling a product or providing a service. Most of the wealthiest individuals who have the biggest companies in the world have holding companies. Now, there are many of them who set up their holding companies at some point in their wealth building journey, but they might have started with operating companies, not because they wanted to, but because they probably didn't know that there was an option. Once you get around wealthier people, you find out that, wow, I can put my OpCo under a HoldCo. You're getting this information in advance. So if you're not wealthy, but you want to do what the wealthy do, set up your HoldCo and put your OpCo under your HoldCo, because that's how wealthy entrepreneurs structure their businesses. And not only do they put their HoldCos on top of their operating cos, but they prioritize ownership over operations. Now, it doesn't mean they overlook operations, because the operating companies need operations. Holding companies need operations, but they're looking at operating companies as assets that they own, because their holding company is now owning these other companies. So ownership is a priority over operations, because even when the operation of one business goes bad, it doesn't change the ownership structure of their holding company that most likely owns other operations. They also prioritize systems over stuff. Systems over stuff. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is they're not focusing on using their holding companies as lifestyle businesses. That's a mistake that I made when I wasn't thinking like a wealthy entrepreneur. The first three LLCs that I set up were, number one, not structured as holding companies. They were structured as operating companies, OpCos, number one. Number two, I was focusing more on being a business operator than I was being a holding company or asset owner. Then the next big mistake I made with the first three businesses was I was focused on stuff over systems, meaning that I just looked at it as a lifestyle hack. I wanted to live a certain lifestyle, so I'll run all my expenses through my business and live this lifestyle. And it really wasn't the best wealthy entrepreneur decision that I should have made. So when you are a wealthy entrepreneur, you're going to prioritize ownership over operations. Not that you're going to overlook operations because you want to have healthy operations in your business, but you are prioritizing ownership, and then you're prioritizing systems over stuff. Don't make your holding company a lifestyle business. Don't make your operating companies lifestyle businesses. If you can delay gratification as long as possible to continue to reinvest in your HoldCo, reinvest in your OpCos until your ownership is so substantial, it's kicking off so much revenue that you can afford to buy stuff because it doesn't break your business systems. Wealthy entrepreneurs also prioritize assets over liabilities. Okay, so what are some liabilities? Well, liabilities could be a lack of information. Liabilities can be a lack of reinvestment. Liabilities can be certain people that you had on in the beginning that did not grow with you. They did not learn and develop and become better, and you're still dragging them along. Liabilities can be bad consumer debt that you're using, even in the beginning. I talk to entrepreneurs all the time who they don't think like wealthy entrepreneurs, and they think getting a credit card, getting a line of credit, hacking the system, running the play with some loan is going to give them the leverage that they need to become wealthy. And that's not what wealthy entrepreneurs do. Okay. They prioritize assets over liabilities, and a loan, a line of credit, a credit card, that's not always an asset. Sometimes that's a bigger liability. That's one of the reasons why they prioritize sales over strategy, because one of your strategies can be to get liabilities in credit cards when you're not even making a sale. So if you want to be a wealthy entrepreneur, and you want to structure your business like a wealthy entrepreneur, HoldCo first, OpCos next. If you already have existing OpCos, start a HoldCo, transfer the ownership of the OpCo to the HoldCo so that you own the HoldCo and the HoldCo owns the OpCos, and then start prioritizing ownership over operations. Stop trying to think like and be like a business operator, a small business operator, and be a wealthy entrepreneur who prioritizes ownership over operations. Also prioritize systems over stuff. Don't make it a lifestyle business until your business systems are in place, your processes are in place. Now it can actually run and operate with or without your day-to-day participation. Prioritize assets over liabilities, okay? Make sure that the things that you are bringing into the ecosystem of your business brings more value. It generates more revenue, which subsequently brings us to the fourth thing to prioritize, which is sales over strategy. You want to make sure that you're generating revenue in those OpCos, because if you're building a HoldCo and you're placing operating companies and what you call assets under your holding company, and they're not generating revenue, but they're generating greater ideas, that's not going to be sustainable over long periods of time.